Quentin Miner here from Sawtooth Bushcraft. Got a little bit of a bonus episode, one I wasn't planning on. My neighbor, Chuck Carruthers, was good enough to ask me. He had a couple of cows butchered this morning and saved the hides for me. I jumped at the chance when he called me and asked me, or when he texted me and asked me if I was going to take those, and so I'm going to go ahead and process those hides. I'm going to start off here with the first step in this. The hides are green. They've just been taken off the cows a few hours ago. I'm going to spread them out and put some salt on them. That salt will provide a couple of things. It will start breaking down some of the outside fibers. It'll start sucking some of the, drawing some of the moisture out of the hides. Also preserve them so that we shouldn't have any problems with flies or maggots, those kinds of things. And I've already salted one of the hides. I'm going to spread the other one out. My estimate is these weigh about 100 pounds. They are not light, but pretty excited about having them, pretty excited about the opportunity to do some serious bushcrafting with these hides and have the opportunity to go through the whole process. I've done it before. I've never done it with an actual bovine cowhide. I've done it with all kinds of other animals, but this is a little bigger challenge, a lot bigger hide. So I'm going to go ahead and spread this out. I'll be salting it down. I'll probably be fast forwarding through some of this, but I just want you to see the process. We will then fold it up and let it sit for a little bit, a couple days, so that it draws some of that blood and other moisture out of the hide itself. We'll then open it up and I'll do the scraping. We'll start scraping off the flesh that's on the inside. I don't have time to do that scraping now. That's actually the better thing to do before we salt it, but at this point this will make it so that I can do that at a later time. So let's get started. This hide we've got here is one of those Oreo cows, and I think probably we're going to go ahead and Oreo because it's black, white, and black. I think we'll go ahead and do this one with the hair on, which is a lot more work, but I think for this one it's going to be worth the time and the effort. Me and this cow both need to lose some weight. Just spreading it out, opening it up as much as I can so there aren't any folds under or folds over, so I can get salt on everything. There is quite a bit of the skinner who did this did I think an excellent job, but there is still quite a bit of meat and fat on the hide. Got a little bit of rolling over. What a great opportunity to have a chance to practice some very important skills, both with regard to wild animals that we take, but also if we have a collapse. This is going to be a skill that could provide me with the opportunity for barter, provide me with the opportunity to make leather, and use it for some of the items that are going to be in short supply. I'm going to start up here at the head. If I was doing it, if I had the time, I'd skin this head out a little better. Still have the ears on it, but right now what we're going to do is be very generous in this area with the salt. You'll see when we come back around that I'll probably have to hit this a couple of times because it's going to just soak up, or the fluid is going to be soaking into that salt, or the salt's going to be sucking it out, however you want to look at that. And we want to make sure that there's plenty of salt. So I'm using, on the last hide I used about 4 pounds, just cheap table salt. This is not iodized, which I think is better. So there's a pound. Just keep going through this. Not what you want to do if you're trying to impress the ladies with your smell. This does definitely smell like a cow out of the pasture, but it's not a strong smell, and very clean, nice hides. Got them before there was any. Been lucky enough that it's been kind of a cold and windy day, so there's no issues as far as blowflies or any other thing. Gonna step up here in a minute. And like I said, I had to go 200 or 300 yards with these in the wheelbarrow. The two of them together was about all the load my wheelbarrow would carry. 2 pounds on that one. Going for number 3. You'll see that I'm concentrating on edges. I worry about that. Those areas that kind of tend to lap over or fold over on themselves. And then also as we fold it up, some of that salt will redistribute into the middle. So we just work around the edges. I'll get the middle in a minute. It'll try and save these tails, make some kind of a Maasai fly swatter out of them. See how that works out. And just keep working our way around. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but I've got a couple of spots where I started that even though I put a lot of salt on them, it doesn't look like there's any salt. This leg right here has already absorbed all the salt I put on it. All of these outlying areas are kind of short on salt. And it just keep putting it on. Like I said, on the last one I used about 4 pounds. This side seems to be a little bigger and a little wetter. I think we're going to end up, this is number 5. That probably should be enough. We'll just see. I do need to hit the head again, so we'll just see how it all goes. But if you're watching this and you have recommendations for me on what I should do differently, understanding that I do know that I would be better off if I had started off with fleshing this thing off, but understanding that sometimes when an opportunity presents, you don't have that opportunity to do things exactly right. We'll see how this goes. I don't know that I need this whole additional pound of salt, so what I'm going to do is use some of it, and then we'll save it for hopefully a deer next week. I'm headed to the mountains to go deer hunting with my nephew. So now that I've got it salted, I'm going to let it sit for a minute. What I will do next is like to hide this over here. I'll fold it in on itself, trying to keep as much flesh to flesh as I can, just so that I don't have to spend a lot of time washing the hair, because again, this one I think I'm going to do it with the hair on. If I do this right and trim it up a little bit, I think it's going to make a fantastic rug, and we'll just go with that. So I think that's been kind of sitting long enough. I'll go ahead then and pull this over. Got obviously quite a lot of leather there. You think about when you buy leather from, say, Tandy, you're buying half this size, usually a side of leather, and so this is quite an opportunity my good neighbor gave me to learn some, or relearn some skills, practice some skills, and have an opportunity to see what we can do with tanned leather. I plan on trying a couple of different methods. One of those that I really like to try this year I'm gonna see if I can't find some substantial stands of oak trees and do an oak tan with acorns. We'll see how that goes. Pull that back on itself. That's the head. And we'll fold it over, and that's it. So, so that my dogs don't get to it. Those are going to be in the back of my truck for a little while. When I get back to them in the next few days, start taking that flesh off. Hopefully it's the next few days, maybe a week, because I've got a hunting trip planned, but hopefully then I've got a fleshing knife and some things, we'll get those stripped off, get them down to just leather and hair, and probably then we'll leave one of them for the winter and start the other one soaking to de-hair it. So again, Clinton Miner from Sawtooth Bushcraft, I really appreciate the support you've given me. I've been somewhat overwhelmed by the support of the community. I really do appreciate that. Particularly, I appreciate those subscriptions that you've been signing up. A good friend was in the other day talking to me at my other job, and I mentioned something about subscriptions, and he said something that, for me, because I do a lot of work with Facebook, with YouTube, I'm on YouTube quite a lot, it didn't seem like something you shouldn't know, but it is something that you should know, and that is, when you subscribe, it doesn't cost anything. There's no expense in that. You can sign up with any email. They tend to make it sound like you need a Gmail account, but I just have it on my Yahoo email that I'm using here. And all you got to do to subscribe is hit that click button. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't impact anything, and if you don't click the notifications, the bell over by the subscribe button, it won't even bother you. But if you will subscribe, again, with no cost to you, but great opportunity for me, and hit that bell, then if you're interested in these videos, every one of those videos that I put up, it'll send you a little notification in your YouTube, and you'll know that I've got a new video up. If you're interested, you can watch that, and again, you can like those. It would be fantastic. I really appreciate your support. Again, subscribe, like if you can. Love to hear your comments, especially if you've got ideas on what I should do with these hides, how I can improve what I've done so far, and what the process would be to go forward with that. Again, Clinton Miner says Sawtooth Bushcraft. Remember, if you're prepared, you're never really lost. Keep in mind that we pray for you out there, for the thanks that we have for what you've done for us as we put together this channel, and ask your prayers and your suggestions and your support. We thank you very much for that. And so that's the end of this video. So we really do appreciate your support. We appreciate what you do for us. We appreciate your prayers. Know that we pray for you. Ask your prayers for me and my family, and for the times we're all living in, and for these opportunities that we have to learn more. Again, Sage to Sawtooth Bushcraft, Clinton Miner here. Remember, if you're prepared, you're never really lost. Again, I really appreciate all of your support in these things. Those likes and especially those subscriptions make a huge difference for me in this process of putting this together. I really do appreciate what you've done so far, just in the last couple of weeks that I've been doing these videos. Look forward to working with you in the future. When you subscribe, keep in mind that it doesn't cost you anything. It is a free subscription. All you got to do is fill out a little bit about your email address and set up a password. And when you subscribe to that, it helps me build my channel, helps me convince YouTube that these videos are worth something, in the sense of sharing it with other people, so we can share some of this knowledge across the board. So if you can, subscribe. And if you just subscribe, there really isn't any obligation with that. There's no cost in it, certainly, but also you don't even have to pay attention to what I do. But if you like these videos, you like to see them, you like to know what's coming along as far as these lessons that I share, if you'll hit that little bell that's right by the subscribe button, and then just say that you want to have notifications of all of my videos. What you'll get is a little notification in your YouTube that says that I've posted a video, and then you can watch it or you can not watch it, whatever you choose. I really appreciate your support. Praying for you in these difficult times, that we can learn these skills and be ready for the difficulties that may come ahead, whether it's being in the mountains and circumstances we didn't choose, or whether it's problems we may have with our society. I think these skills are fantastic and things that we should all know. If you would like, or if you like these videos, please hit like. Our prayers for you, your prayers for us mean a huge difference. Clinton Miner from Says to Sawtooth Bushcraft. Remember, if you're prepared, you're never really lost.